You think you know everything about Mack's final days? Think again, because what 50 Cent's Netflix documentary hid will shock you to the core. Behind the scenes, there are dark secrets and shocking betrayals that never made it to the screen, secrets that some powerful people desperately want to keep hidden. Mack's last moments were far from peaceful, filled with heartbreak, deception, and a bitter fight for control that tore apart his closest relationships. Why did 50 Cent leave these explosive truths out? What are they afraid you'll find out? Stay with me, because the real story is darker, and it's about to be exposed. Mack was more than just a name in the hip-hop world. He was the hidden force behind Bad Boy Records' explosive rise. His hit single Flavor in Your Ear put the label on the map before anyone else even noticed. But behind the bright lights and early fame, a dark cloud was forming, a cloud that would follow Craig to his final days. Despite his massive contribution, Craig was slowly pushed to the sidelines, overshadowed by bigger stars and caught in a power struggle with none other than Puff Daddy himself. What went wrong? Why did the man who helped launch one of hip-hop's biggest empires end up forgotten and struggling in silence? Insiders reveal that Mack faced constant battles behind the scenes. His creative freedom was strangled by management conflicts, and he was repeatedly denied the spotlight he deserved. Sources close to the rapper say that Puff Daddy's tight grip on the label meant Craig's career was deliberately stalled, a cold war of control that left Craig frustrated and isolated. Industry pressure was merciless. While the world danced to Bad Boy's hits, Craig was dealing with betrayals, broken promises, and a creeping sense of being used. He wanted out, but contracts and rivalries kept him locked in a painful limbo. His final years were marked by a retreat into faith and silence, far away from the flashing cameras and loud crowds. But this story isn't just about Craig. 50 Cent's explosive Netflix documentary didn't just shine a light on Diddy's empire, it pulled back the curtain on years of rivalry, grudges, and deeply personal attacks. From the beginning, 50 Cent's mission was clear: expose the untold stories and hidden dirt behind the glitz. But what he left out from the documentary is just as telling as what made the cut. New leaks suggest that Mack's final moments were wrapped in shadows of betrayal connected directly to the ongoing war between 50 Cent and Diddy. What no one dared to show on screen was the deep, personal level this conflict reached. Leaked messages and insider tips reveal a brutal fallout between Craig and the people who were supposed to have his back. It wasn't just business, it was betrayal by those closest to him. Rumors have swirled for years about secret deals, backstabbing, and even threats that silenced voices speaking out. Craig's decision to step away from music wasn't just a spiritual choice, it was a desperate escape from a toxic environment. And the darkest part? There are whispers of a final confrontation, a moment that left scars not just on Craig, but on everyone involved. What was so explosive that even 50 Cent chose to omit it from the documentary? This story is just beginning. Behind every hit song, every flashy party, and every famous face, there's a web of secrets ready to unravel. Mack's legacy is more than music, it's a cautionary tale of power, greed, and silence. And the full truth? It's about to come crashing down. Stay tuned, because in the next part, we'll dive into the shocking betrayals, the hidden messages, and the explosive moments that Netflix never showed you. The tension between Mack and the Bad Boy Empire was far deeper than anyone could imagine. What started as a promising collaboration quickly spiraled into a battlefield filled with deception and betrayal. Sources close to the label reveal a shocking confrontation that took place behind closed doors, a moment so explosive it nearly tore the entire operation apart. It all went down late one night in a private studio, where Craig had been promised a fresh start on his next big project. Instead, he walked into a trap. Multiple insiders say Puff Daddy and his top executives ambushed Craig with accusations, accusing him of disloyalty, leaking information, and even sabotaging the label's biggest releases. The atmosphere was thick with tension, the air practically crackled with rage. Leaked text messages from that night paint a picture of a man cornered and desperate. Craig's replies were raw, emotional, and laced with frustration. "You don't see what you're doing to me. This isn't about music anymore, it's personal." But the response from the other side was cold, ruthless. "We own the game now. You're either with us or out." Friends close to Craig say he was blindsided by the sudden shift. What he thought was a family, a team, turned into a cage, one that stifled his voice and crushed his spirit. This betrayal wasn't just professional, it was deeply personal. The very people who had promised to lift him up were the ones pushing him down. Then came the first major twist that no one saw coming. Whispers began circulating about a secret meeting that took place days after the confrontation, a meeting between Puff Daddy and some of the most influential figures in the industry. The topic? How to silence Craig Mack for good. Insiders claim there were talks about blackballing him from radio, canceling upcoming shows, and even legal threats designed to strip him of his royalties. But the most disturbing part? There are unconfirmed reports that Craig was offered a deal so dark, so twisted, it still shocks those who've heard about it. A deal where he would have to give up all rights to his music and disappear from the public eye forever. Some say this was the moment Craig decided to walk away from it all and turn to religion, seeking refuge from a world that had turned its back on him. Social media started to catch wind of these rumors, with anonymous accounts dropping cryptic messages hinting at industry sabotage. One tweet claimed, "The label that built him broke him." Craig Mack was a casualty no one talks about. Another went viral, alleging, behind every success story, there's a silent victim, and Craig is just one of many. The story exploded further when a fake leaked conversation between Puff Daddy and an unknown associate surfaced online. In it, they discuss handling Craig and ensuring he never comes back to haunt the label. Fans and conspiracy theorists immediately picked this up, sharing it across platforms and demanding answers. Meanwhile, Craig's own silence only fueled the fire. Those who knew him described a man haunted by his past, retreating deeper into isolation, avoiding the spotlight, and refusing to speak publicly about what had happened. It was as if he was waiting for the right moment to expose the truth, a moment that may never come. And just when everyone thought the drama couldn't get any worse, a bombshell dropped. An anonymous source claimed that Craig Mack's untimely death in 2018 wasn't just due to natural causes. According to this source, there were suspicious circumstances surrounding his heart failure, including stress and possible foul play linked to the industry conflicts he was embroiled in. The source hinted at pressure so intense it broke him, leaving many wondering if Craig's final moments were darker than anyone imagined. The revelation sent shockwaves through the music world. Fans flooded social media, demanding investigations and transparency. Conspiracy theories exploded, connecting dots between the industry's ruthless nature and Craig's tragic end. The label, of course, denied all allegations, dismissing them as baseless rumors designed to stir up controversy. But with each new claim, the shadow over Bad Boy Records grew darker. The narrative of a successful label was now tangled with whispers of betrayal, intimidation, and possibly even murder. What was really going on behind the glossy facade of fame? How deep did the corruption and power struggles go? And who else was caught in the crossfire? This is just the beginning. The truth behind Craig Mack's final moments is more twisted and dangerous than anyone could have guessed, and it's about to get even messier. Stick around for the next part, where we'll uncover the shocking social media storm, celebrity reactions, and industry fallout that are shaking the music world to its core. The story isn't over, far from it. Social media erupted like a wildfire, and the storm surrounding Craig Mack's final days exploded beyond anyone's control. What started as whispered rumors and anonymous leaks transformed into a full-blown digital frenzy. Fans, insiders, and celebrities alike flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with fiery debates and explosive accusations, tearing apart the carefully crafted image of Bad Boy Records and its empire. The viral moment came when an alleged secret audio clip surfaced online, a chilling conversation purportedly between Puff Daddy and a high-ranking label executive. In it, they discuss handling the situation with Craig Mack, speaking in cold, calculated tones that sent chills through listeners. The clip hinted at manipulation, intimidation, and even threats meant to silence Craig permanently. The authenticity of the audio is still debated, but its impact was undeniable. The internet exploded overnight. Celebrities from all corners of the music world started weighing in. Some dismissed the controversy as industry drama, while others hinted at knowing more than they dared say publicly. One prominent rapper tweeted, "We all know the music biz ain't pretty, but some truths gotta come out. Rest in power, Craig." Another influencer cryptically posted, "When power is threatened, it fights dirty. Watch the throne, but never forget the fallen." Amid the chaos, leaked messages from insiders painted a darker picture, claiming executives used every tool at their disposal to suppress Craig's voice. Industry veterans spoke of backroom deals, payoffs, and even blackmail designed to keep the truth buried. One anonymous source claimed, "They don't just make stars, they make disappearances." The scandal spread to mainstream news, with outlets picking up on the explosive social media chatter. Headlines blared about the dark side of Bad Boy Records and the untold story of Craig Mack's tragic end. Late-night talk shows and podcasts dissected every detail, fueling the fire with speculation and expert commentary. But the biggest shock came when a previously unheard interview with Craig Mack's closest friend leaked. In it, the friend revealed that Craig had been preparing to expose the dirty secrets of the music industry before his death. He hinted at explosive names, hidden scandals, and betrayals so deep they could destroy careers and reputations overnight. This revelation sent shockwaves through the industry and the public alike. Fans demanded transparency and justice. Meanwhile, Bad Boy Records remained eerily silent, fueling suspicion and anger. The silence spoke louder than words. Even more shocking, some insiders now claim that the documentary's omission of Craig's struggles wasn't an accident, but a deliberate cover-up. They allege executives pressured Netflix to edit out key parts of Craig's story to protect powerful interests. This only deepened the controversy, making people question how much of the truth they've actually been shown. The entire music world was left with more questions than answers. What else is being hidden? Who else might be at risk? And will the real story behind Craig Mack's final moments ever come to light? One thing is clear, the drama is escalating, the stakes are higher than ever, and the truth is more dangerous than anyone expected. Stay tuned, because in the next segment, the public's reaction will explode even further, and some shocking new players will enter the scene, changing everything again. The saga is far from over. The moment the scandal surrounding Craig Mack's final moments went public, the reaction was nothing short of explosive. Social media platforms became battlegrounds as fans, celebrities, and industry insiders clashed in a heated war of words. Hashtags like #JusticeForCraig and #BadBoyExposed trended worldwide within hours, drawing millions of eyes to the unfolding chaos. Fans were heartbroken and outraged, flooding comment sections with messages of disbelief and anger. "How could they let this happen?" one tweeted. "Craig deserved better. We need answers now." Another fan posted a viral video montage of Craig's greatest hits, paired with captions demanding the truth be revealed. The emotional outpouring revealed just how deeply people cared and how betrayed they felt. But the biggest shock came from unexpected places: other celebrities. Several high-profile artists broke their silence, dropping cryptic posts that hinted at long-hidden secrets within the music industry. One prominent rapper hinted at power players who play dirty, while another posted a subtle but pointed message: loyalty means nothing when money and fame are at stake. The hints were clear, and fans erupted with speculation about who these veiled accusations targeted. Industry insiders also began speaking out, albeit anonymously. A former executive from a rival label told a viral podcast that the music business often chews up and spits out talented artists like Craig Mack when they stop fitting the mold. They don't care about loyalty or legacy. It's all about control, the insider claimed, sending shockwaves through listeners. Another insider leaked supposed documents hinting at backroom deals designed to silence dissenting voices, a claim that further inflamed public opinion. Mainstream media caught fire, too. Headlines screamed about the music industry's darkest secrets and questioned how many other artists might have been victims of similar silencing. News anchors debated the ethics of powerful labels and their grip on artists, while investigative journalists promised deep dives into the scandal's roots. The controversy quickly created a sharp divide among fans and industry figures. Some defended the legacy of Bad Boy Records, calling the allegations sensationalist and unproven, accusing critics of trying to tear down legends. But others stood firmly with Craig, demanding accountability and transparency, no matter how damaging the truth might be. Adding fuel to the fire, several prominent figures who had previously been close to Bad Boy Records quietly unfollowed key players on social media or deleted their own content, actions that fans immediately read as signs of guilt or fear. The silence from some of the biggest names only deepened suspicions that there's far more to this story than meets the eye. Amid this chaos, independent artists and activists seized the moment to call for major reforms in how the music industry treats its talent. Viral campaigns demanding better protections for artists gained traction, and influencers joined the conversation, urging fans to keep the pressure on. This is no longer just a story about one man or one label. It's a full-blown reckoning shaking the very foundation of the music world. And trust me, the drama is just heating up. Next, we dive into a final twist that will shatter everything you thought you knew about Craig Mack's story. Stay close, because this roller coaster ride is far from over. Before we wrap this up, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you believe the music industry knew more about Craig Mack's struggles than they let on? Who do you think is really behind the silence? Drop your opinions in the comments right now. Don't hold back. This is the place for real talk. If you're shocked by this story, hit that like button and share it with friends who need to know the truth. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications because the next episode is going to blow the lid off everything. New secrets, new revelations, and yes, even more drama you won't see anywhere else. Trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. So stay tuned, stay curious, and keep watching because this story is far from over.